So is there maybe a childhood experience that impacted who you are today?
So as far as sports or
maybe
business?
Well, I think they kind of go hand in hand
moments.
because obviously, I mean, we talked about this before we started the podcast. I mean, obviously you have a very strong mindset because you've kind of tackled, I would say that, athletes and entrepreneurs, they're different sports, but they require the same kind of mental toughness, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Clearly you have developed mental toughness. And maybe we talk about that. Like, was there something that made you who you are?
Well, I think, and I can't, I don't know, I don't want to say like a certain moment, but there was a transition because as a kid, I understood the mindset because I would hear, other people talk about mindset and stuff like that. But then you get sucked into social talk about you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's funny that everything that I've ever thought about doing or didn't think about doing, I've done.
That's awesome.
So, if it's that see, people, I think people want to give it to Henry Ford, but I think it's Socrates. It's like if you think you can and you think you can't, you're right. So
right.
if your mind is so like I understood that at an early age about how your mind works and functions. I just didn't know how to use it. And then when you're in an environment with people who don't know how to use it, then you listen to them because maybe you want to fit in, or you maybe just like, hey, this is my friend. And it's funny, I don't even talk to any of my friends from high school anymore. I've created new friends.
Right.
But I think that moment is when when I understood it as a kid, and then I kind of like later on in my life, like my 20s, late 20s, I would say, is when I started. I was like, I should have been listening to that inner voice, which was me.
Yeah.
Instead of the voices out here who are telling me, hey, you can't do this or don't do this and stuff like that. Because I think, that, when you get older and you start growing, you understand and you listen to that voice. That's the voice that you want anyway. That's the stuff that you want. It's not the other stuff that people are saying that they're trying to project that stuff on you. So, I mean, that's probably the most where I can kind of mix the two, where I understood it.